Triplex, the three-dimensional board game. So what is it anyway? The word triplex is actually made up of two parts. Tri and plex. Tri means three, and plex means times, as in multiplication. So then triplex means 3 times. But 3 times what? It is actually 3 times the easiest game in the world. Which is, of course, tic-tac-toe, which we express here as T3. Triplex is simply 3 games of tic-tac-toe that are played at the same time, upon the same board, and with movable pieces. And it is actually a lot easier than that made it sound. Triplex is 3 games of tic-tac-toe. Therefore, 3 tic-tac-toe grids are used as the basis for the game board. They are then stacked upwards on top of each other, and then turned into this 3x3x3 game board. 2 opposing sets of pieces are needed to play triplex. So different colors are assigned to X and O. X is black and O is white. Both sets need 3 different types of pieces in order to play the game. So these 3 basic shapes are used. So in following, black and white times the 3 shapes equals 3 black shapes and 3 white shapes. Now, in order to play 3 games of tic-tac-toe at one time, 3 of each of those types of pieces are needed. So in following, 2 sets of 3 shapes times 3 equals these 9 black pieces and these 9 white pieces. And then finally, to make the game work, a wild piece is added. And in the end, the final 2 sets of 10 pieces each look like this. The wild pieces are named the wilds, and the rest of the pieces are named after their tops. And this set and these names are the final results. So then, this is the game board, and these are the game pieces. The goal of triplex is the same as that of tic-tac-toe: to be the first player to get 3 in a row. In triplex, 3 in a row is called an alignment. And the goal is not only to form 1 alignment, but to be the first player to form 1 alignment with all 3 types of pieces and all at the same time. This would be called a single of flats. This would be called a double of flats and rounds. And if you were able to get flats, rounds, and points all at the same time, you would announce that you had won by saying triplex. The key to making the game work is the wild piece. The wild piece may be played as any of the other pieces to form an alignment. In this example, the wild piece is played as a flat, creating a single flat alignment. The wild piece can also be used in multiple alignments. In this example, it is used as both a flat and a point to create an alignment of both at the same time. The wild piece can even be used in 3 alignments at the same time, though such a move would be very rare. With the goal and the wild piece in mind, the rules of triplex are actually simple and few. In turns, players place any one of their own pieces into any open space upon the board. A player must play all of their pieces onto the board before they may be repositioned. After all of the pieces have been played onto the board, players may then move any one of their own pieces from where it was played into any open space on the board. Players may break their own alignments to attempt to reposition them elsewhere later in the game. Repositioning is the major form of strategy in this game. This is going to need a little bit of explanation. There are only 3 directions in Triplex. They are up and down, back and forth, and left and right. Any directions other than these 3 directions are considered to be diagonals, and diagonal alignments are not allowed. Once again, don't forget, the last rule is that diagonal alignments are not allowed. And as far as the fundamentals and the rules go, that is basically it. This should be enough to get you through what I call your initial learning games of Triplex. Just remember this. Triplex can only truly be understood by playing it. Okay? So, read the written materials and be sure to watch the videos. And if you can, learn directly from a teacher. That helps a lot. Play it and learn it. Okay? And once you learn to play, you can then begin to understand the true meaning of Triplex. Thank you. Goodbye.